So it's me, your little boy, Ike Samson. Accurately, I have something special for us. You know, even sometimes the worsted enemies are not those whom you think that they do or that they are. The worsted enemy are your bloodline. Yes, believe me. I know sometimes this word will shock or this word will sound somehow, but truly saying, the worsted enemy of every man is what his own blood lineage. Yes, those who will always try to pull you down, who will always try to envy you from the beginning, are not even those whom you are around with most time. The most people who envy you, who will envy you the most, are your brothers, your sisters, your relative, your cousins. That's why you need to be careful. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to be totally careful. Because up there, they may be smiling, eating with you, but deep inside them, they have ugly and deadly mindset towards you. Yes, I say so. The people that betray Jesus is not the outsiders. The people who saw Jesus is not the outsiders. Yes, the outsiders have lined all me. You know, the Bible says when Jesus entered into a crowd, there were many people in that place. You know, they were trying to find out some certain word that they used against him. But it becomes so difficult, so hard for them to find something that they will use against him. So after all that they have, tried, after all that they have, did, hoping that they will find some certain accurable and some certain things that they will use, to hold them in order for them to crucify them and kill them. And at the end, they have no reason. They have nothing against him. Until a man called Judas Iscariot, who is his own blood. Yes, believe me, because before he chose them as his own, before he made up his mind, he said, "You are my disciples. I've elected you. I've chosen you." That means he have already bear the blood within. This is his own family who eat with him 24 hours, who know where he sleep, who know his own location, who know everything about him, and they are the ones who still made up their mind to do it, to betray him. No. Who still made up their mind to do it, to betray him. You know what I'm saying? So, they are the ones who still made up their mind to do it, to betray him. No. So they are still the one who made up their mind to betray Christ for the sake of what? Of one thing to another. You know what I'm saying? So after all that they have did to stop Christ, nothing was able to stop him. Nothing was able to do or to limit him. But at the end, he still fulfilled his promise. But who sold him is what is Judas Iscariot. That's why you need to be careful of what your family. There was a story of a man who traveled to London. So coming back to Africa, so he was asking them about the document of his land, the property they told him. He sent the money, they built house for him. So he was asking them about his money, the document for the house and everything. So some of his sisters refused to give him the document. What happened next will shock you. They start to visit some certain black places, black magic houses, some native doctors' houses, in order for them to destroy their own brother for the sake of of property, document. You know what I'm saying? So they did it, and at the end, the thing affected the brother, and they went to a place to go and pray. That exposed them. So you need to be careful whom you call your brothers. That is why you need to be secretly doing some certain things, because many of them never wish to see you live long. Many of them, the moment you start to do more than them, you start to excel more than them, you start to do well more than them, many of them will suddenly turn against you. Believe me, they will suddenly turn against you, become like a nightmare. Become like a nightmare rolling and trying to pull you down. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be careful of this, because haters may hate, but the worsted haters are your families. The worsted enemies are your families. The worsted what betrayers are your families. The worsted what pretenders are your families. The worsted what killers are your families. The worsted people who will kill you and still be smiling, who will be sucking your blood like a mosquito and still be smiling with you, are your family. They are not outsiders. That's why Jesus make a decree. He make a word. He said, when he make that word, he said in the book of Matthew, he said the enemy of every man is not from outside, it's within. So my brothers and sisters, we need to be careful. Yes, be careful. Because you won't believe. That's why there was a time that when I was home, my pastor said, if God peradventure allow you to see someone who is fighting you, you will never love to near no one. You will just be living like a standing pole that cannot touch each other the moment they are posted in the ground. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be careful of those who we call our friends, our relative, because many of them are the worsted enemy. You need to cut them off slow and steady. You know what I'm saying? Remember,